Hello everyone, Colin here, and welcome to this broadcast, this crypto market update on the 28th. And taking a look at, of course, our good old friend Bitcoin. So far, Bitcoin is being supported by this 100-day moving average. The more we actually hit something, the more likely we are to break down. But we got to wait and see what the bulls want to do. The 100 moving average also coincides with this level of support at 40,000, 40,800 to 41,000. So it's coinciding perfectly with this level of support. So we want to see right now if that has the strength. Those two factors, do they have the strength to support this price action enough to cause a little turnaround here? Only time will tell. The technical target from the previous breakout is still down here by 37 to 38,000, but let's see how it goes. So some other coins that have popped up in my indicator, in my custom hybrid indicator, are WinTron. Okay, so WinkTron, sorry. As you can see, it came from a massive run. Well, this is versus Tron, okay? Tron is another veteran coin. It's been around forever, probably will be around forever. So Tron is also something, a coin that I like. But as you can see, we came up and completed this cup formation back up to the all-time high. I mean, wow, this was just crazy right here. Absolutely crazy. So, wow. So right now is Wink trying to pull around and come back up. We can see on the RSI we've gone from way over bought to way oversold. So technically a bounce is due. So I think it's just a matter of seeing now, are we going to be held up by this area, or if we break here, we may be coming, all the way back down to the beginning. But based on where we are right now on the daily, it looks like we need a bounce, that we should get a bounce from here. And if we do, I think we'd be looking at 52, possibly back up here as a bounce, right? But anyway, keep your eyes on WinTron. If we break past these levels right here, we could be actually looking at coming up and forming a little cup right there. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled on that. Another is NCASH Ethereum. So Nucleus Vision versus Ethereum. This is on the daily candle. Strong move up by the RSI. Major cross on the stochastic RSI from beneath the 20 point to above. So that's a very strong cross on the daily. Let's see what the weekly says. Okay. So this will want to go and revisit the 50 moving average, which right now is almost 100% away. Now guys, I'll be honest with you. This is where you need to be looking to buy coins, when they look like this. See, we have a tendency of wanting to buy coins when they look like this. When we see them already moving parabolic, or we want to get in on it. But truth be told, if you want to make the most money with the least amount of stress, guys, you need to buy stuff that's, that's been oversold. You need to buy those ones, right? Down here where it's like flatlining, this is where you want to buy, right? And we can see a clear area of, looking for my toolbar here. I can see it right now, right here. right? This is an area we can tell that's going to serve as resistance maybe for another time or two, but we're going to head back up to challenge that, and this is 474. Let's see, in Ethereum we're at 76. That's all the way at 474. I mean, that is like, that's over 600% right here from where you are right now. That's over 600% right here. This is where you want to buy stuff, guys. This is the weekly time frame. So you know what that means? Look at how, Bitcoin and Ethereum, look at what they've been doing in the past. Let's look here on the weekly. Okay. So look at this. Bitcoin in the last week, last 2 weeks has plummeted pretty much 20%. During that entire time, NCASH, Ethereum, let's look at this. We're on the weekly. During that entire time, look at this, the last 2 weeks, guys. 82, and we're at 76 right now. It pretty much has not even gone down, where 90% of the market is going down. But this is how you can tell when a coin is like pretty much bottomed out. This is where you want to be buying coins. This is where you want to buy, guys. This is what creates the fortunes. This, because guess what? You can see there's going to, eventually in the future, there's going to be a cup right here. We're going to come back up to this level. Look at where we are right now. Okay? We're going to come back up and fill this cup here. Let's take a measured move from here. Look up here. All right? That's 20x. 2,000%. That's 20x. Whenever this happens in the future, whatever it is, oh, look at that. I didn't even come up to the top. It's all, the top is actually all the way up here. Okay, so let's do this again. This is the cup here. 80x returns, guys. Is that worth, would you wait a year or 2 years for 80x returns? You know what that means? You invested $1,000 now. Let's say it took 2 years from now. Let's say it took 3 years. $1,000 could turn into $80,000. What you're doing right now, based on what you're doing right now, could you save $80,000? 97% of people right now in the world cannot. There's no way they can save that kind of money. Most people can't save that money in their lifetime, let alone in 2 to 3 years. Now, it could happen sooner. It absolutely could. I prefer to under-promise and over-deliver, though. So my point is, if you had to wait a year or 2 years for this, would that be worth it? Would that be okay? I'm sure the answer is absolutely, right? So if you take this kind of perspective, guys, you will not get burned, because you're buying things when they're low. I mean, at a minimum, you're probably looking at 300-400% at a minimum. Long term, possible 80x gains, right? I mean, here is another level, which is, I think that's what that was close to where I looked at first, probably like 20x from here, right? So 20 to 30x before it's the first, that's a major resistance level right here, because if you look left, right, look at where we're hitting all of these. This is definitely going to be a major resistance. This should give us a serious rejection, just getting to this level. So before you get these 80x gains, you can look at 20 to 30x first. But this is where you got to buy the coins, guys. Look, here's another one. Fun versus Ethereum. So maybe there's a few coins that are ready to run versus Ethereum here. And once again, this is where you want to buy coins, not up here. Look where we are. Overbought. Overbought. Right? Most people get excited and say, oh my goodness, look, it's going to the moon. I'm going to buy in. And then this happens. This is where you want to buy. Buy when it's flatlining. Buy when it's looking like it's dying. That's when you want to buy. Just buy and just wait. It'll pay off, right? Just to go back here to the top here, has 50% gains on fun. fun Ethereum right there. All right. So just sharing this with you guys. Of course, like I said, all eyes on Bitcoin. I think something that you should watch out for, though, let's look at FTM, because Phantom, of course, went ballistic versus Bitcoin here, right? I mean, look at this. This was just wild. I call the Phantom breakout here at 1,200 Satoshis, and I took my profits around here, around 1,600. So I got about 50% gains on this, was what I expected. And it ended up turning into this monster of a move. I mean, that was crazy. So let's try to keep our eye on Phantom here and see what this plans on doing. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that it broke out of this downtrend, and as you can see how these candles came down and confirmed support on this. So it looks like it may start to be moving back up, at least to maybe retest the previous high, which at this point is over 50% away. So let's keep an eye out on Phantom, right? So that's it, guys, for this market update so far. I know many of you, oh, you know what, I gotta do something for my Tezos crew, because you guys constantly ask me for this. So we can see Tezos is coming down for a correction, as was expected. Where is Tezos in regards to, okay, so versus Bitcoin, it's still very far away from its all-time high. We want to see what it's doing versus USD. Okay. So as you can see, it came up here and formed this cup. When it does break above it eventually and close above it, then we're going to be looking at a $12 to $13 Tezos. But right now, of course, taking the correction just like the majority of alts are right now, because Bitcoin is tanking, doing the same thing. Watch out for that. Let me draw the Fibonacci. Go from top to bottom. Boom. As you can see, wow. Okay. So we got up to the 618. The 618 is always where there's a major correction. Got up to the 618, major correction. Back up again to the 618, rejection again. I think this really means, normally that type of persistence, I think Tezos really wants to try to break through here. Despite whatever correction we're going to have here, I think it's going to be short-lived. Tezos is going to come back roaring at this area again and try to get above here to head back up to its all-time high. So watch out for Tezos on that, guys. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video.